In a quiet village, a boy named Ravi dared to dream bigger than anyone before him. While others played, Ravi read worn-out books under a banyan tree, imagining cities, inventions, and doctors who healed the sick. He dreamed of becoming a doctor and building a hospital for his village, a dream no one there had ever dared. When he shared his dream, friends laughed. "We're farmers' sons, not doctors," they said. But Ravi's determination burned brighter than their doubts. Every night, after chores, he studied by a dim kerosene lamp, tracing words and memorizing facts. His mother watched with pride and worry, knowing his journey would be hard. Still, she silently prayed for his success. Ravi's school was 5 kilometers away, across muddy fields and scorching paths. He walked barefoot when his slippers stuck in the monsoon mud, reciting lessons to birds and cows along the way. His thin cloth bag held his precious books and his hopes. At school he listened intently, borrowed library books, and made careful notes, knowing education was his only escape from hardship. After school he helped his father in the fields and did chores before returning to his studies. Some nights, exhaustion closed his eyes, but thoughts of his village's need for a doctor kept him going. He studied not just for himself, but for his family and everyone who needed help. Each step, each page, brought him closer to his dream. After excelling in school, Ravi faced his toughest challenge, the medical entrance exam. Coaching was only in the distant city, so his father sold their only cow to fund his journey. The city overwhelmed Ravi, crowded, noisy, and full of confident students from wealthy families. He felt out of place in his simple clothes and struggled to keep up in class. Doubts crept in. Was he just a farmer's son dreaming too big? Still, he studied day and night, covering his tiny room with notes and reminders of his goal. The pressure and loneliness were immense, but he refused to give up. The city felt like a cage, but Ravi clung to his dream. He was determined to fight, even if he had to do it alone. The day results came. Ravi's name was missing. He had failed. Crushed, he returned home, ashamed and ready to give up. His mother greeted him with a silent hug, letting him cry out his pain. He confessed his failure, expecting anger, but she spoke gently. "Falling down doesn't make you a failure. It makes you human." She reminded him that farmers don't give up after a bad crop, they try again. Her words planted a seed of hope in Ravi's heart. He realized true failure would be giving up after all his family's sacrifices. Inspired by his mother's wisdom, Ravi decided to try again. He would not let one setback define his life. He would prepare for a second chance. Ravi stayed in his village to study, surrounded by family and familiar fields. He made a strict schedule, rising before dawn to study under the banyan tree. He learned from his mistakes, focused on weak subjects, and sought help from old teachers. The village, once skeptical, now encouraged him. His parents supported him quietly, and Ravi felt their hopes resting on his shoulders. He studied not just to pass, but to truly understand. This time he was not alone. He carried the dreams of his family and village. He was ready for his second chance. A year later, Ravi checked the results at home, his parents by his side. His name was there. He had passed with a high rank. Tears of joy replaced the pain of failure. The village celebrated. Even those who doubted him now cheered. Years later, Dr. Ravi returned, building a small hospital near the banyan tree. He treated everyone with care, fulfilling the dream born in his childhood. His parents watched with pride as their son served the village. Ravi's journey proved that dreams, no matter how impossible, are worth fighting for. When you fall, stand up and try again. Consistency and hard work will grow into success. Your dream is waiting. Don't stop walking toward it.